You can't go on anyone else's trip. You can only go on your own trip until you find out it's all our trip. And when we get home, we all get back with great tales of trips, except we all took the trip together.
So, Ari,
Yes.
thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for inviting me.
Yes, I've had the most wonderful afternoon, and this is my last day in Mexico.
This is your last day.
Yeah, and it's I think this is the most perfect way to end my
Yes.
experience.
Yes.
And yeah, no, it's been just like any trip. I've learned,
Yeah.
and it's been the highs and the lows and all of those things, and yeah, so it's been a lot of fun. But I guess I'll start with you're a teacher
Yes.
at the Waldorf schools.
Yes.
There's a few of them here in Mexico or in Guadalajara around,
See?
but the one that you work at is far out from the city, out in their own property, out in a beautiful space with a lake and a donkey and
See?
many other beautiful things. And I had actually, you know what? I do a backup recording.
Oops.
These do, no, it's okay. It's recording and they have a backup.
Okay. The things that happen.
Yeah. And I had the pleasure of visiting your school this afternoon, and it was, I think, the most beautiful school that I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I was just blown away. Just as a little introduction to what it was, I drove like down the highway and then maybe like another 15 or 20 minutes down dirt roads, and I didn't really know where I was going, and kind of just, I was like, oh, okay, is it really way out here? And Dory's like, yeah, just go straight. You'll find it. And then I discovered like what a beautiful little organization that you guys have out there.
Thank you.
So what did you do before you were a teacher?
Well, I'm thinking about what I'm doing in the past. And I think this adventure as a teacher started when I was a teenager.
Right.
When I have dreamings, and I ask me why we can have a dreamings. I think
Right.
why or for what. And then I understand as a teenager that the life is a vacation, and this vacation we go to work in the dreams something, and then we come to here to have this beautiful vacation, and then I have a questions like what I will do in my vacations. So when I start with these questions, I imagine I try to imagine a different world when really I can live a vacation and have a beautiful life when I can do whatever I want. And then with these questions, I start to have this start to be close with the philosophy.
Right.
And when I start with this question, like who I am, who we are, then I start to have another kind of dreams, right? I don't want to talk about something spiritual or something like that.
We can.
I mean,
but yeah.
I mean dreams like
right. Everybody dreams.
Yes, what we want for this society or for this world in the future.
Right.
So then I start to study philosophy, like a beautiful dream, like in that space I will go in. I will go to find answers, but my surprise was find only questions. And the question is the clue for life.
Right.
So after that, when I studied this career, I have another questions, and it was for what? why I need to, or why the people needs philosophy and that. And then I'm not finished my career when I start to be a teacher with
Right.
another students in other university. And then they were priest, the
Yep,
church,
yep.
and then we start to ask why the people needs philosophy, or for what needs philosophy. And we start to make projects where the philosophy was the center. And that experience, it was very nice, because I can see the dreams for others start to become true. In this life is on a vacation. You can be yourself in this place when you create your own project, when you create your own ideas, and you
Yes.
can see them.
Yes.
But this just work because we have in the classroom the freedom like a first word.
Right.
So when this adventure as a teacher start, when I understand the people needs to feel freedom in one space, and that space is a classroom.
Right.
With the time, I went to other schools, other universities, and then I go to the high school. And in the high school, the students were different.
Right.
Of course, when they have more ideas, more create, and more dreams for change the world, it's like they 15 to 20 years old. That's when they want to change everything.
Yeah.
So in this moment, in the high school, kind of, I discovered that these young people, really, really believe in a better world.
Right.
Like we can do it.
Yes.
Yes, we can. We
Yes.
can. And they go to fight, and they go to ask to the director, they to ask to the government, they ask why we are not freedom, why we need. And this happened because the classroom have, or the teacher give them the space for
Right.
belief.
Right.
So in my experience, I saw this, and I feel like, yeah, I live my vacations. Like I live with the persons who want to change, who want to make the dreams come true, and me, I am working with that. So with this, I was very happy, and that's it. And then I started my master, and in this place I saw an academy, but it's not so freedom. When we start to be more bigger or old,
Get older. Yeah.
yes, we start to be more close.
Right.
We start to lose that ideas.
Yes.
We start to lose that experience, because I don't know why. I mean, it's a beautiful question. Why, when we are older,
Right.
we start to be close?
Yeah.
So when I studied this master, I start to see how my partners and I start to be more close and close and close and close. And I don't like that experience, because the classroom is not the place for be freedom, for create, for no, it was for
Closed-minded thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where it's like trying to teach someone else how to live their experience, or someone else's experience, or what worked for them, but not necessarily honoring
Yes.
every individual's
Yes.
dreams
Exactly.
and what they want from their life.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was something changed in the classroom. And then,
Was that a public school?
yes, it
Yes,
was a
okay.
public school.
Right.
Yeah, and it was amazing, because I mean, it's not so easy to start this master. It was with a lot of exams, and the government paid me for study, and that was amazing. I mean, it was a beautiful experience, but at the same time, I can see we are not freedom as a student,
Right.
right? You should do the thing for the career and or the master, and that's it.
Yeah.
But they don't give to you the opportunity for change something.
Yeah.
Or if you're doing, maybe it's a risk for you.
Mm-hmm.
And well, in Mexico we have a lot of risks, a lot of. And in other way, when I finished my master, I was very happy, everything is cool. And then I met Waldorf school. And the first time, I need to say the truth, I don't like it at the first time.
Okay.
At the first time, it was like, this is, I don't know, this is witches and something weird
Right,
here,
right.
and I don't, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
And then when I start to going to see the place, the beautiful place, I see the kids, the children have the opportunity to be freedom in that space.
Right.
So in this moment, I have a lot of questions and start to the school Waldorf schools have something of spiritual things, and this spiritual is not only God, like a Catholic things. It's more like a nature,
Right.
and understand the human being is in the nature, it's not outside.
Right.
So in that idea, the children start to grow up as a part of the world, and not like I am the king and I have the world for me.
Yeah.
I work the earth, the land for me. The land is for us,
Right.
and we live here together. And I think it's another idea for life. I think it sounds like, I don't know, communist, or I don't know,
No,
but it's not like
yeah,
this. It's not.
Yeah, it's interesting because me and Victoria I talked to her a lot about the school. She knows Jeannie. She only likes being pet on the head. Hey,
I'm sorry.
she's old
Yeah, okay,
and
I
grumpy
understand.
old grumpy cat. Why do you come here and then you don't be nice? Okay, you come to us. You can go over there.
You can speak if you want.
Right. Jeannie. Me and Victoria were talking about how the line between esoteric thought and religion is so fine. And it's almost like taking the esoteric teachings too seriously then becomes a religion.
Yes,
right? And
yes.
like it's a balance, because a lot of I'm sure that there's a lot of second thoughts with the parents that come to see the Waldorf school, and they thought the same things
Yes.
that you thought, like, oh,
Yes.
they're witches and they're gonna
Yeah.
make my children believe things that aren't true and
Yes.
all these things. But really it's just driving it deeper truth
Yes.
for all of us, for everybody, and
Yes.
acknowledging that it's like two things can be true at the same time,
Yes.
because we're two different people, we have two
Yes.
different experiences
Of course.
and things
Yes.
like that.
I think it's very interesting the things you say, because if it's true, when the parents comes and see these witches working together,
Right.
and they believe that this is not the life who the kids needs. But if we see our cities, how is life in the city? Life is very quickly. The life you don't have time for yourself.
Right.
You don't have time for see the sky. You don't have time for breathe.
Yeah. It's hard because if you look up too long, you get hit by a car.
Exactly.
And
Yes. Yes. Of course.
Survival, really.
So, when do you have time to do that? When you have a vacation.
Right.
So, if we go in where I start this conversation, the life is a vacation. Where do you want to live?
Right.
Do you want to live, or how do you want to live in that space where you can breathe and have a life, like or do you want fast? It's
Yes.
not bad.
Yeah.
You can choose.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yes.
Whatever you decide is your best. But inside us, I believe that we have this like intuition that we need
Right.
more nature. It's
Right.
it's like intuition, and then when you ask the people when they don't have nothing of nature and you put them for the first time, oh my god,
Yeah.
yes, like
The space to breathe, they didn't know they had that space.
exactly.
Yeah.
So the question is what we want for the life. If we want to be successful, depends what means that. If you want to be rich, if you want to be, I don't know, hippie and have a beautiful car, and then you have a traveler, blah. It's okay, but the thing we need to have very clear and very close is who we are, what we want, and where we go. And the Waldorf School try to give us the opportunity to come back to breathe and to understand who we are with nature, not without.
Right.
And I think this is the most important for me. The spiritual things is you can stay in nature and you can stay there for 5 minutes if you want. And I think you with time you will find something spiritual that I don't know what it is, but it's something like you can feel like intuition.
Yeah.
And the Waldorf schools have a lot of questions because it's not so old. They have 100 years old, kind of. And start with Rudolf Steiner, who was a philosopher, and he asked himself what means educations and for what and so I want to ask you, what do you think is education and for what and why we need it?
Right. Well, first, I think we're set up, our universe is set up inherently to teach us. And you really can't escape learning in this life. And I think that it's important to ask yourself, give yourself that space. So that's a good question. What is education to me? I really think it's experiencing and learning as much as you can. Well, really learning as much as you can from experiencing as much as you can. And
It's okay.
And in the United States, most of the public school curriculum that we learn comes from the industrial era. And it was a lot of the original curriculums that we still use as a core to teach children was created by the Rockefellers, who had a lot of economic interest in creating workers for themselves. And so I think that education, to me, is asking yourself, what's the most important thing? What do I feel the most deeply about? And trusting those feelings and learning and going and doing things that align with those feelings, especially of love. Like, we're not taught enough to follow our intuition of love. And I think that just by simply following your intuition of what you love, you learn the most. So just trying to listen first and then experience as much as you can through your own intuition and feelings.
Yeah, I think it's good answer because what do you think means school now?
Right.
The experience where they come from,
Yeah.
of life or from schools.
Right.
It's for me it's very interesting have these questions in my mind, and when I go to the school far away, I thinking why I am teaching, why,
Yeah.
and then I discovered this teaching or be a professor. It's not the person who give to you the truth.
Right.
It's a person who wants to discover the truth in some point.
Yeah.
So you invite your students with you to try to find
Yes.
other questions.
Yes.
And then you can find experience.
Yes.
And then you can find education.
Right.
And then you can find, I never see, I don't know, mathematics if you want. I need a cheese.
Yes.
So guys, make questions for the cheese.
Yes.
And then the cow, the milk, and the numbers, and
Yes.
a lot of things that I don't know in English, but
Yeah.
I think you understand the idea.
Mhm.
So when we believe that education means experience, we need to ask where the experience come from.
Right.
If we believe the experience come from a classroom, the four walls, maybe it's not the place.
Right. And I think a lot of people are tricked into believing that that's what life is because their education came from that place.
Exactly, yes.
The four walls.
Yes.
All right. That's a very
Yes.
interesting place. That actually, just the way that you said that kind of flipped something in my mind about why someone would look to get a job in a cubicle.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a sales job where they're in the same building and in the same office every single day. And for me, that never appealed to me. And I always say I was a very like angry and anxious kid. But
Yes.
now I think I see that like my anger and anxiousness was just, I had a lot of energy. But that anger and anxiousness saved me. Because I wasn't willing to put aside my own feelings to be in four walls.
Yeah.
And I now have the opportunity to travel for my work and do lots of fun things, and like I really, really love it. But if I was to believe what my teachers told me, I would probably have a job in a cubicle like a lot of other people.
Yeah.
And that would be my experience of education and what life is. If life is learning, then we learn in the walls and we study in the walls and all these things. But life will teach you no matter what. Life will teach you no matter where you are,
Yes.
whether you like it or not.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
even if you are living your dreams and having fun, you are
Yes.
going to learn, like you're saying, if you want to be a hippie and live on a farm and stuff, at some point you have to ask yourself, well, how do I make cheese?
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
I actually
Yes.
have to learn how to do a lot of these things. How do I
course.
grow food for myself? And so life will teach you all those things. And I think that learning to make cheese is just as valuable as learning, to be an engineer or anything
Yes.
else that people learn in schools. I only say engineer because that's what I was on track to be
Yes,
before
yes,
I
yes.
dropped out of college when I was
Yep.
in the
I
first
think.
year.
Yeah. Continue.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, no, please.
I think this thoughts that you give me now, it's amazing because yes, at the first we want that the thing that people teach us like experience, maybe dad or mom tell us the life is this, you need to work and you need to have a house and it's this form because the school is the same form, because the hospital is the same form,
Right.
because the jail is the same form.
Yes.
So we have this idea, we grow up with this idea.
Yes.
With this is the place.
Yeah.
That's it. And we are happy with that. And that is not bad.
Yeah.
But what happened was something changed. When you start to see the world is more bigger than the squirrel, the squirrel place. This you can understand when you start to come back to see the stars in the night.
Yeah.
I think it's an exercise, very simple. Just go outside, try to see the stars. If you live in a city, you are going to cry because you don't see nothing.
Right.
But try to understand the world is not only your street. the world is more big, and it's very in philosophy we have the philosophers have these thoughts when you are all your life you learn the love mean hit somebody. When you grow up and you see other different, what happened in your mind? It's like a shock because you learn something when somebody teach you something, and you believe that it's true. What happened when it's not?
Yeah.
What happened with your all ideas, with your beliefs? What happened with them?
Yeah.
And then you have maybe more options, but I think in two. One is you start to be like more close.
Yes.
And then my truth is my truth, and that's it.
Right. And
Okay.
you try to fit the whole world
Yes.
into your truth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe you do that, or you have the crisis and accept the new truth. So these both ideas they have a lot of suffering in the first time, because in the first one you don't belong to that place, and then you be closer, and maybe darkness and start to be like loneliness, but not in that good way. And in the other case you are suffering because you need to change, and change, it's very hard sometimes. Accept you need to change. I mean, just accept something. It's very hard.
So hard.
It's very hard. Imagine if all your life you're thinking you have the truth, and one day somebody tells you, oh man, your life is a lie. You cry a lot, but if you accept that you can change something.
Right.
So I think if you are a student of the life, you start to understand that you are here only for have experience and learn something different and change.
Right.
And
when you accept that, then it opens up the world to be able to create what you want to create about it. Because you know that, of course, even if I live my dream, it's not going to be all happiness. And that's a hard acceptance.
Yeah.
But at least you're living your dream.
Exactly.
You know, and so it opens up that to, okay, well, I can either sit here and suffer in a cubicle, or suffer in a life that I don't want, or I could suffer and learn in a life that I do want.
Yes, yeah, exactly. You decide. Decide.
Yes.
And if you choose the first one, it's okay.
Yeah.
If you choose the other one,
Right.
it's okay.
Yeah.
That is your decision.
Right.
But you need to understand now what means responsibility of your decisions. And I have a teacher who I love her a lot. She was an inspiration for me. She said that responsibility is not something heavy. It's not like I have a responsibility for my decision.
Right.
No, it's response to the thing you love.
Right.
Responsibility means response to the decision you did, but love that decision.
Right.
So responsibility for me is like love my decisions.
Yeah.
And if you can do that, okay, maybe you have mistakes and maybe you are going to cry, but you don't have this ego over you, like it's your responsibility, you are guilty.
Right.
No,
it's so much pressure.
It's more like
It's so much pressure, and life feels so intimidating when you have to take on responsibilities that you don't really align with. You know, it's like if you have to go to work and do things for someone that you don't respect, or for a cause that you don't really believe in, then those responsibilities will make you feel a lot of pressure. But there's a lot of lightness that comes out of when you do get to choose your own path, and you do get to choose your own dreams, that you know, things like if you had your own farm, that tending to the crops, of course it's a responsibility,
Of course.
but you can find your joy in your responsibility.
Exactly.
And
Yes.
it makes it a lot lighter of a human experience to be able to handle the things that you need to handle.
Yeah. Yeah. And then everything changed.
Right.
And then maybe you can live more happy.
Yes. Yes.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think everything this come from for the question, what means education, and what means being a student? What means that? These questions now, in this context, when we have, you know, the cell phones and the online courses for everything, you come on. We don't need to go to the school now. The classroom is in the computer. What kind of students we have of the life, and if we saying that education is have experience, what means and students? If we are students who wants to live the experience, we don't have fears.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
well, let's go to do.
Right.
Maybe we like, okay, maybe I can die,
Yeah.
but we need to have this brave.
Yep.
That's why I told you before. The people who is 15 to 20, they don't have scared. They are very brave.
Yeah.
For have experience, for freedom.
Right.
And then the questions of education, it's really, I think they are very, very important.
Yeah.
Because why we need to have education, or why we go to education, the children? Why? Because we want a better world, I think.
Yeah.
I want
it
to
starts
build
with the kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what means that the children are students?
Right.
What means that? And in the politics way, maybe it could be a manipulation of minds, and then you start with them to believe something, and then they grow up with these lies, and then when
It's very hard to get out of that.
Exactly.
Yep.
So the question now for you, what do you think about that the children go to the school? What do you think about it?
It's an interesting question. It's a really broad question, but I think it's a really good question because I think that growing up and going to schools, people have an idea of the outcome of success, of what will happen if you do go to school and get an education and then be able to make money and be successful and whatever that means to most people. But that's a crazy question. What does it mean to me that the kids go to school? Yeah, that's very interesting. Because I've met a lot of people, well, a couple people, you know. One of my friends comes to mind, Juan Fisher. He's a very, very, very talented surfer who grew up on a boat in Panama with his parents. I'm not sure what his nationality is or how long, if he grew up there since he was little, but it seemed like his parents had enough affluence to choose to send him to a traditional, very nice school or send, you know, be on track to go to college and all the traditional things that do cost money and all those things. But Juan's very intelligent, and a lot of people would consider the island chain that we went to is Bocas del Toro in Panama. And there's not a lot of money there, and it's very third world as people would describe that in the US. But, and you know, I don't know if Juan went to school online or if he went to school actually in the schools in Panama or what, but I don't think it matters because I know that he grew up in a very untraditional environment, and that kid is incredible. in
Yeah.
living his dreams and really, really pushing for the life that he wants, and very talented. Um, and so, yeah, what does that mean? The kids go to school, right? So, because I look at him and think that, wow, he learned all of the things maybe faster than I did that we need to really be successful in this life. He's younger than me. And yeah, that's a great question.
I make these questions because when I was studying philosophy, Socrates said that the most important philosophers in the life, they are the children and the teenagers, not more, because they have the questions, truth questions. When one kid comes with you, imagine a kid 6 years old, something like that, and ask you, what means time? When you are older,
Yeah.
you say, oh my God, what means time? How do you explain them?
Right.
For them, the world is new. Everything is new. For us, we need to go back and remember what means time when I was a kid. What means?
Yeah.
For the kids, time means play. Time to play. Well, it's time to sleep, time to eat. But the mostly is more is playing. But what time I can go to play right now? It's the moment.
Yeah.
And the kids, they learn playing. They learn, or they make questions playing. They create life playing.
Yeah.
So the kids are going to school, and I make these questions because as a teacher, why they come in to the school with me when I'm a crazy teacher, and yes, we have a walls. Why we don't have another experience for students as a kids? Maybe my idea it's like I want to the kids can go to have experience when they can play with the questions to life. And
Right.
then your friend, maybe he don't have the walls, he have the sea.
Right.
He have the sea for him
Yeah.
and for his family, and then he can believe the world is for me.
Right. Right.
When-
It's so much bigger because
Yes.
the ocean's so much bigger than just a couple of walls.
Exactly.
Than a classroom traditional. Right. So education in that sense could be a lot bigger.
Yeah, I think education is not only the classroom.
Right.
Education is who you are in this world and what to do with this world. So I start with this, with my vacation, and the vacation or my life is to try to be myself and start or continue with my students to find some truth or something in the nature. When your friend can see the ocean as a classroom, imagine the Waldorf school. They grew up believing the space, the world is for them, not for a classroom like a wall. It's not like a space for they can be
Yeah.
just wherever they want.
Right.
But that means a lot of work, and you need to have a rhythm. The human, we need rhythms. That's why we have the sun and the moon, and we are wake up when it's the sun and we go to sleep when it's the night. So we have rhythm, we need music, and the music have a lot of thing for teach us. But the most important for the music is the silence. If we don't have silence, we don't have music. I think it's something
Yeah.
like that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one of my favorite musicians ever, Bob Weir, who is the youngest member of the Grateful Dead, he just passed away And so I've been thinking about him lately. And I remember an interview of him in his home, and it was a little bit of a loose interview, and he was kind of at the end just kind of creating music. And I remember him he was like, oh, wait, I need to listen for it. I need to listen for it, for it to come. And it's just interesting when you see someone who's so successful in music, and that's their way of creation is the silence.
Yes.
Is listening for it to come through them, not necessarily something that they need to force with their hands or force with the guitar and make perfect, but just, okay, if I don't feel it, let me stop.
Yeah.
And listen.
A philosopher, other philosopher, do you know Pythagoras? No. Okay, doesn't matter. He said the noisy don't let us be ourselves. It's
Right.
a lot of things think
Yes.
noisy. When you go to the silence, you can listen yourself, and you can listen the music that you need to listen to. I don't know to say to listen. Yes. So this musician you said, and another musicians, we like them. We share this possibility for have that time for going in silence.
Yeah.
Just for a minute.
Yeah.
Just for a minute, and you will listen something.
Yeah.
But it's not noisy. It's something inside you.
Right.
Maybe you are crazy. Maybe not. Maybe you have talent. Maybe angels. Maybe whatever you want. But you will listen something.
Yeah.
And when we work with the kids in the Waldorf school, almost the schools, we go to the silence, but with music. We use the music for a way to find the silence inside.
Right.
So
just being right there, that's something I think is very, very lost in modern education.
Yes.
'Cause even when children have issues, they are told to go to the guidance counselor or the school therapist, and they have to talk about the problem so much. But I don't think that there's a lot of teachers that just take the kid and just go, you know what, let's just stop.
Yeah, it's hard because in the context we have a lot of noisy, and we want to know everything. We need to know everything because we have everything here, so it's weird when you don't know. But these children sometimes they need that thing.
Yeah.
Just be quiet.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
We don't need
because the thoughts go so much, they blind you.
Exactly.
They blind you. And the last podcast that I did, I had my friend Kyle on, who's a skateboarder friend of mine, and I've known him for years. And he told one of the most beautiful stories that came from a very violent situation. He was in a school they kind of sent the bad kids to that school. You know, he wasn't very good at school, and they send them away. You know, and he said that this guy, very big guy, was sitting at lunch, and one of the girls or something that he had a relationship with or whatever was something happened, big drama, right?
Okay.
And she came with her lunch tray from behind him, hit him in the face with it.
Oh my God.
And all over food, all over the place. And he didn't know who had attacked him. So he got up and just started throwing punches. And he hit the girl.
Oh my God.
And she, goes away, and teachers are trying to, oh my God, everybody's freaking out. And the principal of the school comes over, tries to physically stop the kid. The kid hits the principal.
Of course.
The principal gets knocked out. And
wow.
So it's a crazy, tense situation. And of course, there's so many thoughts, you're blinded by what's going on. And there was a small teacher, little skinny woman, that came up behind him and hugged him
Yes.
and just was like, stop, stop, shh, 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 shh. And they fell to the ground together. And she was telling him to breathe. And Kyle said that the whole room stopped and just watched him take deep breaths. And then it was over.
Yeah, I
And
can
it was
imagine.
over.
Yes.
And it was like when you try and fight fire with fire, type of situation.
Yes.
But that person had the space to be able to see that this guy, he didn't need more aggression to stop him.
Yes.
He actually
Yes.
just needed to stop himself,
Yes.
his own mind, which
He
was causing.
needed a limit.
Yes.
This is the limit. You're right.
Right.
It's okay.
Right. It's okay.
Let's go to
Yeah.
come back.
To come back.
Yeah,
back.
it's
And I think for most people, it takes a very traumatizing situation
Yes.
to get them to that limit. But what I love about the way that the Waldorf schools work and just being able to give the children the space
yes.
so they don't have to find that traumatizing limit for themselves, or something terrible happens and then they finally wake up, oh my God, I was wrong the whole time. Where it just, we sit in the silence, and maybe in music class you think, oh, I was a little mean to my friend, or maybe I'll go talk to them, or it's okay, or something like that, where it doesn't have to be a big fight, and it doesn't have to be a big drama
Yeah.
for us to get unlocked,
Yes. Yeah. And I think it's the Waldorf school looks like a magical place because they give to you that space.
Yeah.
And then when the parents see the children go back home happy because they went to school, the first answer for the parents is why they love go to the school. Why?
Right.
And the answer is that they have the space, they have the limit, they have the music, they have painting, they have another things that we do. And then the kids, or the children start to feel they are part of the world. They have something to give, and they can create something for them and for a beautiful life. And then start to feel comfortable with themselves.
Yeah.
And they start to live something that we don't, the freedom. So sometimes it's kind of weird speak with these guys, with these children, because they live in the freedom.
Right.
And we not.
Yeah.
So for us it's like, oh, this kid make me questions.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, because they question something.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why Socrates said the most important philosopher in the world is the children.
Right.
And the teenager.
Yeah.
The teenager have other questions. They have questions more like political things, and they have questions for the humanity. They have questions even for love, like what means love? Why you say you love her but you hate her? Question very simple, but then you go to, oh my God, that question is change your mind.
Right.
But in this time, some persons don't listen the kids, or don't listen teenagers, because they believe they don't know nothing. And actually they don't know. But the questions that they have give us the opportunity for make the question again. What means life? And the teenagers, they have a beautiful questions for me sometimes. And the most beautiful question they make for me is why?
Yeah.
Why I need to do this?
Right.
Why I need to believe this?
Right.
And for the parents, it's very hard to understand that questions.
Yeah.
Sometimes the parents answer to teenagers like, because I'm your dad and that's it.
Right.
And that's,
Yeah.
you lost everything with that answer.
Yes.
But the teenager needs to know why and the truth. When teenagers don't have the truth, they don't believe you.
Yes.
And when the teenagers start to don't believe, they start to destroy everything they
Right.
can.
Right.
And that's why we have a lot of teenagers now with very angry ansiedad. Do you know anxiety? Ansiedad.
Anxiety?
Yeah.
Yes.
That because they are very angry. They don't have the truth.
Right. I felt the same way when I was younger.
Yeah. So they don't have answers. They don't have an adult who believe in them. And when they have teachers or professors that believe in the teenagers, the teenager feels he is not alone. When the teenager said, it's not fair that my parents don't let me go to the party, and you, like a teacher, you believe, oh yeah, it's not fair, but listen, we can do other, you can change.
Yeah.
They start to feel that, okay, it's nothing happened,
Right.
when I can do everything other thing. But when the teenager, nobody listened to him, nobody helped to understand what's going on with the body, with the new questions, with the new fantasies, they start to hate the ideas like a freedom, like so it's very hard to understand what means education in this part of the life, like a teenager. We in Waldorf school, we start with 7-8 years old. They start to read and they start to learn with everything, these things that we talking about it. But when they arrive to be a teenager, the class is changed. The class is no like a silence. It's more, okay, let's go to fight.
Yeah.
Let's go to have the truth. Let's go to fight the justice. But how we can do that? How we wake up in the person, the will for do. And the teenagers have the experience of physics and chemistry, and they start to understand what's going on with the world, with the fire, with the air, with the earth, and we start with revolution with France, in the history of this big change in the world.
Interesting.
And they start to be, oh, I like history. The history feels like me.
Because they believe that they can change.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They can change something.
Yeah.
That's why
Interesting.
Waldorf school, we don't teach whatever. We choose the things that the kids need. The teenager needs somebody who want to fight, and then you put revolutions, and then they can believe, oh, I can change something.
Yeah.
And they start to grow up with that idea, and then they start to feel like the history is for them.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Yes.
understand
That
what I mean.
they could one day be the revolution that changed France.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then
And that feels good. That empowers them.
Of course.
It's not just learning about what happened. It's learning about what they can do.
Exactly. And then
The human potential, almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we talk about Mexican Revolution, USA Revolution, a lot of revolutions, and Cuba revolutions, and they start to have a question. So, why this works? Why this not work? What is the best? And what we're gonna do? And then they start to try to create a new world, a new society. So, I think Waldorf schools have beautiful experience for the kids, for the childrens, even for the adults. When we start, when we go into Waldorf schools, we go into anthroposophy. Maybe we feel crazy the first time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what means this.
Yeah.
But with time, we start to understand that just is be human in part with the nature, and that's it. I think that, and I don't know what I'm saying.
So you were not always a teacher, though.
Can you repeat?
You were not always a teacher. It's not what you did.
I did
always in your life.
Always in my life.
You were always a teacher?
Yes, always.
Okay.
But the first time it was not Waldorf.
Right.
Just the school. I started with university, then high school,
Mm-hmm.
then a public school in like a secundaria. It's like secondary, and then start with Waldorf.
So I think that teaching gives you a very beautiful opportunity to understand life.
Yeah.
Because you see it through a developing mind.
Yes.
But how can somebody create their own life vacation how do you think somebody who's not a teacher or not an educator can create their own life vacation?
Oh, that's a beautiful question. I think I met teachers that they don't make that question. I think if you want to make the question, you will find. If you just want to follow something, you will. And I think it's very hard. The persons wants to make the questions.
Right. I think so too.
So it's very hard.
You start with your questioning.
Yeah, I think it's very, very hard. Start with that. I think when we like humanity, we don't have a teenager. If we don't, how I can say that? Let me think. I think in Spanish. And
I know. I appreciate you to do. Yeah, take your time.
If we are a teenager, but if we don't have the courage for ask who we are in that time, I think will be very hard to find that questions in the future.
Right.
So the teenager is the age for me most important for make these questions.
Right.
Because
but most of the world is not teenagers.
Sorry?
Most of the world is not teenagers.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you think is most of the world?
So how do we? Well, of course, 20 and older, right?
Yes.
It's just the majority of the population, right? So how do we start to question as an adult?
I understand. 2021.
Even 30, 40.
Yeah.
If you're stuck in these paths.
You can do the question wherever you want.
Right.
But if you do when you are a teenager, you will have more opportunity to find.
Of course.
But if you can start make these questions if you are 30 years old, maybe you will cry a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you will say, oh my God, when I was young, I could be that thing.
Anything.
And now it's more difficult. Yeah. It's not impossible, but it's a little bit hard because the body is not the same, because the thoughts, the knowledge is not the same. And I believe and I feel if you have the opportunity, if you listen to me and him, have opportunity for just have a minute and question who I am,
right,
and what I want, maybe you can change something.
Right.
And the other thing that I believe, and this other teacher teach me, she said, nothing is so important. Nothing is so hard. Just looks like, but it's not. And I at the first I don't understand that because in that moment I have a noise in my head like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? I study philosophy and then I don't have work, I don't have money, I don't have blah blah blah, and then I understand, oh my god, this not make sense. I have everything I want. And I think when we arrive to these thoughts, we understand that nothing is more important than yourself. But it's hard to go
Yes.
there. I think it's very hard.
I think an excuse that a lot of people make in that thought of nothing is more important than yourself is that that's selfish.
Yeah.
But it's not the same.
No, it's not the same.
Selfishness and honoring only yourself are two different things. And a lot of the greatest teachers that I have read about and studied, like Gandhi was asked once why he helps the people, and he said, I'm only doing it for myself. And I think that's a beautiful way to frame, because helping people feels good. So do it for you.
Yes.
Do it for them, but also do what feels good.
Yes.
Right? So
yes.
if helping people inherently as a human trait feels good, when you really truly
Yes.
help somebody,
Yes.
that feels good. And so, yeah, be selfish
Yes.
and go
Yes.
towards what feels good, because I think the more that you do that, the more that you find that what feels good to you is actually what is helping everybody
Yes.
around you.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. When you find yourself, and when you are first, your circle change, because then you will be more happy, and then you be nice, you be more respect, you be
Right.
you maybe you can inspire others, maybe.
Right.
And that means everything. I mean, okay, I know we have a life, we need to work, we need to
Yeah.
have money, I know that, I know everything. But when you have your thoughts, when you do like you do in the same line, you will find yourself, and then you can think in yourself, and then nothing can be move something,
Yeah.
or and then you can share with others how to live
Right.
congruente.
Yeah.
And I think that is a beautiful secret for how we can live more happiness. And the people who is not a teacher and they don't have the opportunity to watch the children's, or you don't have the opportunity that teenagers ask you something, maybe just listen your mother, or listen your neighborhood, or just go outside and look the street and make questions, and maybe
Make
you can find
questions.
something.
Yeah.
And all these questions that you can do, maybe not all of them have answers, and sometimes we don't need the answer.
Right.
Sometimes we just think the question and that's it, and go to sleep, and we'll see what's going on. And the other thing is try to laugh a little bit.
Yeah.
A lot of people stop to laugh, and that is very sad. And the other thing is start to play an instrument, piano or guitar, or the, I don't know the name,
Flute.
the flute, and maybe that change something.
Yeah.
The music, the silence.
Do
just
something for
really-
yourself.
Yeah, just because yes.
Just because.
Just because
Right.
because you want.
Right.
Today I want to play. I don't know to play, but I will do.
Yes.
That's it. And then you will find something from you. It was different. It
Yeah.
will be different.
Right.
So the people who is 40s, they have a crisis because their life change. when we have 42, we live the life like we are a teenager again, but more hard, more questions, very deeply and very strong. And then it is when we see the old men with the motorcycle,
Yeah.
because something is moving inside.
Right.
So if you are 17 to 40s, come on, make the questions, do something,
Right.
and prepare yourself for 42.
Yeah.
Because the crisis is coming, and this crisis is like a big teenager. It's a big question of the life.
Yeah.
So we see how women or men, they have a motorcycle, or they change a lot, very different. Some people divorce, some people change something, change the work, something change.
Yeah.
Because
But it's going towards that change.
yes,
Leaning into that change.
yes, yeah. So try to change. This teenager come back again
Yeah.
and tell you why you don't do the things you need to do.
Right.
And this teenager very angry.
Right.
So that's why we see that.
And why it hurts.
Yes, yeah, okay, I need to go back to be
Yeah.
myself.
Right.
So I think we have different times of life
Yeah.
when we can change something. So we have 7 years. When we have 7 years, the teeth change.
Victoria
Yeah.
taught me all about the 7-year cycles
Yeah,
and the curve of life
Yes.
and how it's parallel to the
exactly.
0 to 7, and then when you're dying, so
Yes.
such a pure experience, and then
Yes.
7 to 14 when it's more like they feel so much,
Mm-hmm.
and then
sí.
14 to 21 when you're talking about you want to change and believe,
See.
right? And those parallels. So then she drew the line over to what the 14 to 21 is like 35 to 42 or something like that, and then so yes, those parallels in life
Exactly.
will come back.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
if you don't change the thing you have it, the thing repeat
Right.
coming.
Right.
That's why I think in the 40s, the teenager come back.
Yeah.
The teenager come back, and if you don't listen, your teenager, he or she coming very angry, and then you will cry a lot. This is very. I think it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
This idea.
Yeah.
I know is sometimes hard to believe,
Yeah.
but we can see.
Yeah.
We can see. We can believe it. And I just can say, try to listen yourself. Try. And actually, I think doesn't matter. Just listen. Listen to you and speak with the person who you need to
Yeah.
speak. Maybe your lover, maybe your friend, a psychology. I don't know, wherever you want, your mom, your dad, I don't know, but speak somebody, ask the questions, ask yourself, ask to the others, and we'll see what's going on. It's I think it's beautiful.
Jerry Seinfeld, the comedian, do you know who that is?
No.
He's famous American comedian, whatever. Has one of the most successful sitcoms on TV of all time called Seinfeld, whatever. But he has a joke that he's like, your second birthday party, your first birthday party and your last birthday party are very similar.
Okay.
You know,
see?
the parents
See.
say, these are your friends. They've come here to celebrate you. And the person just sits and just observes because, you know, being born and dying are very just observant states. And I think it's a very funny way of just looking at, like, life is very much a circle like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a circle. I think it's a spiral, and we spiral upwards.
Yes.
And things come back. They could haunt us if we don't listen. Like, if we don't, you know, things come back to haunt you. Well, yes, it's true if you don't listen to your 14-year-old self when you're 40.
Yes.
But it could also be, you know, the most beautiful learning experience of your life if you do listen to those inner thoughts and you do listen to those questions and want the answers and all those things and do change and lean towards the change. We spiral upwards.
Yeah. I think you have the truth in this way, because the anthroposophy said the life, yes, is a spiral. It's not a circle.
No.
It's a spiral all the time.
Yep.
And something is important here. And when I make these questions, everything is down because it's, oh my God. Why? What happened if all these things that we're talking about it, it's not true, and it's just a belief for feel
Yes, to
better.
feel good.
Yeah, I feel good now.
Yeah, yeah.
No? But
I know things. Yeah.
so it's very important what the thing you said, and I want to share with you this idea. When you listen yourself, but yourself is wrong, just need or have a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the human needs to do? If yourself is wrong, what do you need to do? How do you know it's wrong?
I think you know it's wrong because it feels wrong.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And, when we get into the best situations in our life, regardless of what people believe, and regardless of the level of spirituality that they integrate into their daily lives, they say, it just felt right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
And you met the right person.
Yes.
Or you find the right job, but you don't really know why. And I think it's okay not to know why, but it just feels right.
Yes.
And so I think it's the same when you get into a fight with your friend, or maybe you did something stupid and you feel really, really bad about it. It just feels wrong.
Oh, yes.
And so I think it's just an acknowledgement of those feelings. My therapist told me that feelings are information.
Yeah.
And I'm never going to stop being intense. I'm never going to stop being angry. But we just don't have to react to those things. We take it as information, and then we can make a better decision with that information. So a lot of people, when something feels wrong, they push away further. But maybe and it's hard to acknowledge that you are wrong.
Yeah.
But I think it's a little bit easier to just say it feels wrong.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Because it doesn't put blame on anybody, and it doesn't put pressure on the situation for you to change it. But I think just the acknowledgement of this action created a feeling that feels wrong, your survival instinct will take over, and then you're going to want to do what feels right.
Yes.
And that's usually what the right thing is.
Yes.
And usually a better decision for being able to handle situations. But you can't always think that clearly when you feel bad.
Yeah.
So just simply acknowledging things feel wrong.
Yeah, it's
and not having to know why.
Yeah, we don't know why it's wrong something, but it's wrong.
Yeah.
And for example, I asked to my students, what do you feel when you know when deforestation is coming? Do you feel good because they're going to have a beautiful building in the forest? And part of them say, yes, it's amazing. But the first time I feel it's not good. So I make the question in other contexts, and I say, it's amazing that this is a teenager problem, right? It's a teenager. He was in love for a girl, but at the same time, other boy, he was in love with the same girl. So they were friends, and they start to fight for her. Right. So I talk with them, and I make them the same questions. If he stay with she, it was good. It's good. And then he said, like, yes, but this feels wrong.
Right.
And I asked her, how she feel it with these guys fighting for she, and she said it feels very nice, but at the same time
It feels wrong.
it feels wrong, and it was a game.
Yeah.
I mean,
of course.
but in the life, it's like you said,
all a game.
something is
Yeah.
wrong, but we are human, and then
Yeah.
we, in some point, we enjoy it like with the grown things.
Yes.
And I think is when we are not conscious for this, these lines, we can lose lose everything
Yeah.
in that feelings, and then we start to talk about selfish, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I think you have a great idea about it. And
Yeah.
and this intuition for the wrong, for the bad things, it's, I don't know, it's coming from cultural things, spiritual, or human, or only for humans. But we can see in the animals, they feel too something's wrong. We can see them. I don't know. Well, anyway.
No, you're right, and you're getting at something very real. And I think this is a little bit fresh story because it happened on this trip.
Okay.
But I mean, I came here for Victoria, right?
Yes.
We felt such a strong connection for each other. But I think that both of us put a lot of pressure on the relationship working. And it's hard because I live in New Jersey and she lives in Mexico.
Yes.
Right? So how's that going to happen? But I had a very, very hard couple of days by myself last week when she was busy. And I asked myself, what am I doing here?
Yeah, of course.
You know? And of course I know I came because I had these strong feelings, but sometimes your strong feelings are wrong. And it felt wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And Victoria came home on Friday before her dinner.
Yeah, okay.
I feel so bad about this. And I was thinking about leaving the next day.
Okay.
And I was like, I think I might want to leave tomorrow. I just can't do this. I want to go back to my home. Like, I'm homesick. I've developed such a great life at home.
Yes.
And to be here and feel bad, I'm like, well, I know I could go home and feel good. Maybe, you know, but it's more stable. And I actually booked a flight home the next day.
Oh my God.
And then she was upset.
Of course.
Of course.
Of
because
course.
we had such a beautiful 2 weeks together and she thought everything was okay. And she was like, you know, I don't want you to play games with me. Like, if you're not here, serious, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Which is all valid. And, like, she's very right for expressing herself. But all I needed to do was tell her that it felt wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't need to overreact and book a flight. And I wasn't going to come to the dinner on Friday.
Oh my God.
Because I just felt so bad all day. And then we had this whole discussion, and then I felt even worse. And then I was like, and then now my mind is flipping, like, am I just throwing it all away? And now I feel ashamed of myself, and I hurt this person I love, and
Yes.
why did I do that and overreact? And then I woke up at 3 a.m. because my flight was at 6 a.m. And we had both had a lot more time to think about it. When I was at dinner with you, talking to you and
Yes.
talking to Nevi and meeting all the people from the school, I just felt like, what a mistake.
Yeah.
You know, what a mistake that I just made. And and now I felt like I couldn't go back on my decision. So we went to bed a bit heartbroken with each other.
Yeah.
And she, at 3 a.m, I woke up. We went to bed separate, but I woke up with her arm around me. and she was like, do you want to leave? And I was like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
And so I canceled my flight. Thank God it was free cancellation, 24
Yeah.
hours.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
Didn't lose any money.
That's good. That's good.
And it was like a huge learning experience, because even though something felt wrong, I didn't necessarily have to change it. You know, I could have just told her that it felt wrong.
Yes.
And then we could have figured out why.
Yes.
And it's just because I hadn't found really any of my place here at all.
Of course.
You know, still so new, and it's so foreign, and I don't speak Spanish, and
Yes.
it's difficult, you know. Even the friends that I was making while skating and stuff, I couldn't really connect with them. I talked to you about that dinner.
Yes.
But I'm so glad that I just set all that aside. She texted me when she got there. She said, if you still want to come to the dinner, you should come to the dinner. So I was like, I should go to the dinner, because we planned on doing that.
Yes.
And then it all just fell apart when I was there.
Yes.
And in the morning it was like, and the next day was Valentine's Day.
Oh, and then you have a beautiful day.
We had the most beautiful day. We went to the park. We hung out.
Imagine if you leave.
Right.
I think.
Imagine if I left, and it was just such a mind flip. Like, yeah, things can feel bad, and you don't have to make a big reaction, right? The very small, I just had to do something very small, only just acknowledging the feelings that I felt bad. I was trying to just, no, everything's good. I know you're busy. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. But I waited too long, and then I felt too much, and I couldn't think. I had too much going on, and I was blind.
Yes.
But I just had to acknowledge, like, things felt bad, and she was like, you just had to tell me, like, how you're feeling. Like, you didn't have to book a flight home. You know, like, she was like, if you want to go, you can go. I'm not going to stop you, but do you want to leave?
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Yeah. Sometimes
No, it just felt bad.
The thing's more simple. When you are honest, you will find the simple things.
Right.
And of course, I know what happened. Of course, I know everything. But listen, I think when I see you in the dinner, and Victoria told me that you have a fight, I thinking, of course they have a fight. He's not from here.
Right.
Of course, everything, and if you first time, like, not living here, but stay more time, like, it's here is not your friends, it's not your family. You don't know the streets, you don't know, and you listen the news. Mexico is very dangerous and everything.
I don't listen to the news.
And I don't know, but
no, but I know what you mean. It's different.
Yeah, it's
all
different. And I remember when that happened in my life. At some point, I have a girlfriend, and she come from Michigan, and then she was very angry with me because I went to work, and then she stayed in my house, and then she was, and then we went to the party, and then in the party she tried very hard to be with my friends, but at some point my friends, they say, well, we need to speak, we need to flow with the party, and she was like, why I'm not so important here.
Yeah. Right.
and I think it's not something like you are not important. It's you start to be new in a new life, in another culture that I told you that day. Now my parents know you.
Yeah.
And now they can invite you to my house, and then you like a family, because it's Mexico. We live in that place. Yeah. We are friends, and now I know I can trust in you, and you should know you can trust in me. You can trust in my dad, in my mom. Yeah. You can trust in, and you can go to my house and go to eat, because this how we live here is in that way. Yeah, we try to be stay together. Yeah. But at the same time, I understand that what the hell is this.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand how do you feel.
Yeah.
You feel very lonely and lost, and of course she have other life. You are a traveler.
Mm-hmm.
You are engineering, right?
Concerts.
Concerts and this life, and then here it's like Mexicans. We are noisy. We are speakers, and we love the party, and we love sing, and we love the silence, and we love feel
Yeah.
the life.
Yeah.
And the first time I think,
And that's why I loved the culture
yeah,
in the beginning. The first place that I ever traveled to alone was Spain. And I just fell in love with everything there.
yes,
And the way that people lived. And I forgot why I fell in love with that.
uh-huh.
You know?
Uh-huh.
And I forgot why I wasn't just here for Victoria. I was here for the whole bigger picture too.
Yes.
I love this type of culture. And I
It's-
forgot that because I was so blinded by my own.
Exactly. What is the sense that you stay here? The sense is not comes from Victoria. The sense comes because you love something here.
Right.
You live the love in some way
Yeah.
that you don't want. Hey, you beautiful love.
Yes, right. Yes, the
you
kitties.
you both that day.
Okay, you go now, Jeannie? You go now? Okay.
And when
Don't overreact.
you love you love something.
Right.
And Victoria's give to you the opportunity to love that thing.
Yeah.
And at the first, it was scared, and then you want to run.
Yeah.
You want to escape.
Mm-hmm.
But the next day, when you accept, okay, I'm wrong, I'm scared, I'm lonely, and I need more, be close, and you start to be honest with the word. You can say the words.
Right.
They come from real, the heart. I don't know, the real words from spirit.
Yeah.
Everything changed.
Everything changed.
And then she can listen to you.
Right.
You can listen to her, and everything changed. And you're still here.
Yeah. I'm still here. And on Sunday we went to the farmers market that happens close here. Paye has the land, and a lot of the people that grow on his land.
Okay.
They go to the farmers market, so Victoria is involved in that. She wanted to show me that. And there was this older couple that was selling like peanuts and granola and things like that, and like snacks. And I was like, I don't speak much Spanish, and we're trying our best. And they had said something at the end that I did not understand, and I was like, despacio. Slow down. And I still couldn't understand. Like, slow down, please. Couldn't understand. And then the old man just said, "You are always welcome in Mexico."
Yes.
Because we couldn't really get to what we wanted to get to.
Yes.
But he just wanted me to know that it's like, it's okay.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. It's okay. Like, here you'll find it's okay.
Yeah, of course. Always, come on. The heart is not closed
Right.
for nobody.
No.
So, of course, you can come here wherever you want. You will find beautiful families. They will give to you everything.
Yep.
But come on, nothing is free.
Yes.
So we expect the same.
Right.
We expect that now we are together. Let's go to building something great.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
But it's now, I think it's difficult. We have, well, I see a lot of news and I see a lot of things, and I see now what's going on in US, and it's very hard with this country and with other countries.
Yeah.
And I think it's very ahí se acabó.
Technical difficulty.
Okay.
It's okay. Okay.
Okay.
It's back?
Yes.
Okay. Good enough.
Okay.
Well, last time I looked was only a couple minutes ago, so it couldn't have been that long.
No, it's okay.
We still have. That's why I do the backup audio.
See.
That's why I always have backups of everything. Okay, all good. No worries.
So I think we have differences, but the difference it's not come from the truth. I mean,
Right.
we're each other in front, and we don't have this big problem. I mean, we don't have. I believe, right? We don't have this problem that we think who is the best. I mean, we just share ideas, and we learn something from each other, and when I go home, when you stay with Victoria, you start to think something different, just something, or and you can share something. And me tomorrow, I will say to my students, "Oh, yesterday I have an interview." So and it's something when we start to be honest, and we have these connections with the world, with shared thoughts and feelings and experience, we come back to be as students of life. Right? So we learn to live how live different. Maybe you have some secrets for the food, and me tell you, no, you put more salt.
Yes.
And then we share something, and that's how we can grow up and learn.
Yeah. Create our dream vacation.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, a beautiful vacation.
Yes.
And I don't know. I think it's the most important you have these days. You learn to listen yourself, and now you can share more about it.
Right.
And you can say to the others, try to listen yourself, because you have now the experience.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now you can be a professor.
Yeah. And there have been times where I've been on trips and I had gone home early.
Can you repeat?
I'd left early, but not with
okay.
another.
Okay,
you know, I just with friends, and I had gotten
Yes.
sick and all this stuff, but I always thought, did I miss the best part?
Yeah.
It was a good trip, but did I miss the best part?
Yes.
Yeah. And you feel that regret, and I'm so happy I didn't leave.
Yes.
I think it's the best decision. Whatever happens,
See.
it's the learning. It's what I learned from not leaving the situation, just staying in the situation. I'll never forget it.
No, I think it's amazing. But I think in some points, we know when we need to go, when we need to leave.
Right.
But this time you don't go. You need to stay for leave the situation,
Yes.
and then you learn from yourself, and you can see
Yeah.
the best part is coming,
Yeah.
and then congratulations.
Yeah.
And yes, I think.
And we went to Sayulita, and I surfed, and we had great margaritas and food and adventure and stuff. But by far, this was the best day that I've had here.
That's great.
By
That's
far.
amazing.
Yeah,
That's
because I felt like it was aligned. Having fun is one thing, but doing things like this interview and just learning from the situations and meeting all of you guys
Yeah. Yeah.
is so much more aligned
Yes.
than just going somewhere to have fun.
Yes. 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 I don't know.
And that feels so much better than like a party ever could feel.
No, I can't imagine how do you feel, because you belong in some place in Mexico. So Nevaí, me, Victoria.
I was so nervous to come into the school, but I know
Why?
that Victoria told everybody that I was coming. So don't like, oh, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? I know. I very especially because in the United States, there's so much terrible things happening, school violence and stuff, that a stranger coming into school is not allowed. So I was very hesitant, and I know that I was expecting the teachers to be very, very protective of the space, which I know that you are, but I also know that, but Victoria also told everybody, and they expected me coming. And I was the entrance gate to the school, the little entrance, all the cars I parked, and I was just standing at the entrance, just looking through the gate for 15 minutes.
Oh my God.
And I was just looking at all the kids, and I even saw Victoria, and she was working, but I didn't want to bother her because I could tell she was busy, and I was just like, I was like, and then I'm just like, all right, at some point, you're going to have to go in.
Yes, yes.
Like, she told people you're coming. So I'm like, oh, okay. So, and I just walk in. And immediately I'm looking, and like, I see, like, you know, the men over here.
Yes.
And they're all, you know, very strong looking men. And I'm I don't mean no harm. I come in peace. I come in peace. And then Nevai is like, okay, come with me. And then immediately just
The thing again.
oh God. And then immediately it was just, when does this happen? I'm gonna get a new cable.
This is not signal.
God
Ay,
damn.
dice batería.
Yeah, but it shouldn't. It's plugged in. It shouldn't happen.
Okay.
Quick change. So disappointed in myself. I'm in such a technology, like, you know what I mean?
It's okay.
Oh, man. Do-do-do-do-do. Soodle-doo-doo. Okay. Need a new cable. Mental note. Buy a new cable.
Come on. Ahí está. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you tell me.
So
Nevai.
then, yeah, right. And then just coming in, just walking into the school and just feeling so immediately welcomed. And I was like just scared to walk in. And then boom, it just
Welcome.
started.
That's it.
And then she's, come with me, come in the classroom, Little girls, do you want to learn how to crochet? And then I'm making a scarf, and then like, I'm like, oh my God. And like all the little girls, where are you from? All this stuff. And I'm really struggling to learn Spanish.
Yes.
And it's something that I never, okay, so in high school, like learning, I always was frustrated because I felt like every single year I would learn to conjugate verbs.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And then I'm like, but I'm not getting anywhere. I can't talk to anybody. How many years of conjugating verbs can I have and then still not have to be able to hold a conversation or listen and be able to pick up anything of value? And I'm, even while I was here, within like 4 days, I was like, I'm getting a Spanish tutor online. And I've been doing like 3 lessons a week with him. And I still feel the same thing.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I've been, how many I feel like, yeah, I know it takes a lot of time to learn a language, but there's still just this thing, and here's more coming full circle. It just felt wrong for me to learn a language like that, or even try to learn a language like that again. And I come into the school today, and the volunteer from Germany is there.
Yes.
And what's his name again?
Lando.
And Lando speaks English.
Yes.
So immediately I was like, oh great, I can talk to somebody. I'm not just going to be a passive observer.
Yes.
And he was like, oh, you're trying to learn Spanish? Let me show you how I did. Because he came here, he's been here 5 months. He came here knowing 0 Spanish.
Yes.
None.
Yes.
And he is staying in a town where nobody speaks English.
Yes.
And he basically put me on to a method and a company that solely uses this method of just pure immersion.
Yes.
And learning a language like a child would learn it.
Yes.
And just while he was saying that to me, I'm just like, this is what I wanted to hear from this guy online. This is what I wanted to hear. You know, like everybody says like, oh, you know, we're not going to focus so much on grammar. We're going to be very conversational. And then they still are focused on the grammar.
Yes.
But
yes.
he was like, he's like, oh no, like I've been learning through pictures. I've been learning through video, like picture books and like stories, you know, animated stories where it's just like, he was giving me the example of just like,
please.
mi telefono, mi telefono. And like the video is literally just like a repetition of someone pointing at themselves, telefono, and then they move on to like, just like giving more of visual understanding.
Yes.
And just like a child would.
Yes,
because
exactly.
a child doesn't grow up with a notebook in front of their face 24/7.
Yes.
So that's really difficult for people to learn language like that. So just with the aligning of what feels right, it's just like, you know, you see Nevi, oh yeah, come with me, and then all is so fast, just talking to him. And then now he's just, wow, not only is this guy, you know, very nice and this is a pleasant experience, but this is what I wanted to learn.
Yes, I
now
understand.
I'm learning how I wanted to learn even further, and it just felt like, oh my God, this was the full circle moment. So today was just so
oh my
incredible.
God, you have a great day.
So great. It was such a great day.
And listen, something in the language, it's very important. For me, it was very hard to learn English, even now. It's very hard because some words like I never, or I don't know how my pronunciation is, or something.
But I mean, we've been talking for an hour and a half. And
but something in the language is very important.
Yeah.
When I start to understand the English, I don't know how, and I don't know why, I start to think in English. It's another form to think.
Yes.
When you start to understand Spanish, you will change your form to think.
Right.
And the language is a universe. It's a culture. Because, I don't know, in English, I don't know a lot of the slangs, but some points, when I understand, oh, I know what it means. And you can understand what means US.
Yes.
Or England, depends wherever. When you start to learn Spanish in Mexico, you will understand something different. Like, oh, I don't know, the universe have this kind of things.
Yeah.
Or thoughts.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important for you, for me, for everybody.
Yeah.
Try to understand other forms to think.
Yes.
Language, it's other form to live, other form to think, other form to believe,
right,
other form to create a verb.
Yeah.
It's not the same, the verb in Mexico, like a verb to be in US for me was like, verb to be for me was very hard.
Right.
When I start.
And now I'm trying not to think about translating things.
Yeah, no.
And just thinking about
just
this language is completely separate. Yes. And when you said to me, estoy en el camino. The first thing I thought is, what does camino mean? Doesn't it mean like road? And so isn't that like I'm going on the road?
Yeah.
Kind of. But then I'm like, no. Don't translate it.
No.
Just understand that means I'm on my way.
Yeah.
And that's what, you know, when I go, whatever, you know, and I'm like, okay, so it's just another way that people think, completely developed completely differently.
Yes.
Where we say, I'm on my way, and they say, I'm on the road.
Yes.
And that's don't translate it.
No,
it doesn't have to be road or come, or estoy is, and I am going, you know, don't I go on the road? No. It just means I'm on the way.
Exactly.
And it just understand that's a different way of expression.
Actually,
and it just felt so much better just by the way that Lando was talking to me today.
Yes.
Now I'm just like, nope, no more translation. No more translation.
Yes. And that's how we learn.
Yeah.
And the other thing we learn is speaking.
Yeah.
Like a child.
Yeah.
Again, like a children. How they learn speaking. Imitating.
Yep.
But yeah, of course, no, don't translate. Just follow. But well, I think in some points, some words you need to translate in
Yeah.
some point.
Yeah.
But you still have the idea.
Yes.
Do you know the context? You can follow
Right.
the idea, and then I understand what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, sure. Wow.
Yeah. So it's just been like, and it's just like the way he was speaking about it was relieving.
Yeah.
I felt like, a few days ago, I was like, wow, okay, to learn this language, I'm really going to have to dedicate myself to studying. And yes, that's true.
Yeah.
But that's so much pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not, that doesn't seem, that seems like a mission,
Yeah.
where the way he was like, oh no, like you just watch Spanish movies and then you do a couple of these videos.
Yes,
And
exactly.
like, he's like, it's fun. Like, you'll have a good time.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you should
Alright.
listen Mexican music, but
Right.
not pop. I mean mariachi songs
Sure.
or something, and then you start to recognize some words,
Right.
and then you start to feeling like the music,
Yeah.
and then I understand what means.
Oh, I get. They feels that way. That's
Yeah.
what they say when they feel that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you can watch the movies, the Mexican movies. We have beautiful. We
Yeah.
have a lot, and that's how in Mexico we learn English. Listen music, watching TV, and see TV shows in English without subtitles,
Yeah.
or sometimes with subtitles but in English too, because sometimes we don't understand
Right.
what they say, and I think that could be help, but it's not a class.
Yeah.
It's just something that you can enjoy.
Yeah.
Or
And making it not a class.
exactly, it's
That's
not a
what's
class.
It's not a class.
It's because you want to know something.
Yeah, and
And-
it just felt like
Yes,
relieved. I was like, oh, okay, this makes so much more sense.
Yes.
It's just like he's like, you just immersion, just blast yourself with
Yes.
Spanish. Just trust your brain is gonna pick up on it
and
at some point.
I recommend you to read poetry in Spanish. Could be you will feel something different because
Right.
the sounds. I mean, when I listen poetry from Shakespeare or the poems for Edgar Allan Poe in English, when somebody read this text and I can listen this, it's amazing. The sounds have a rhythm. It's like a music inside. When you listen in Spanish poetry, you will feel that thing that we feel in Mexico or in
Yeah.
Latin America. You will find it,
Right.
and I think in that way you will learn Spanish with more rhythm, with more sense, with more love, with more freedom, with more angry, because
Yeah.
yes, because we want it.
Yeah.
And like a Mexican is because I want. That's it. and then you will laugh. And I don't know, I recommend learn not only Spanish, French, Italian,
Yeah.
just for fun, just for I don't know, how do you say
Yeah.
this in French?
And I mean, so like just Lando being just like an inspiration for me today was he knows German and English, and then just moving to Mexico, he knows enough Spanish to be able to get a job,
Yes,
you know, within 4 or 5 months,
yeah,
and he's like, well, yeah, it becomes a lot easier once you learn the third language. Learning the third language
it's
becomes
not
a lot easier.
Mayan,
And I've heard
Mayan.
that so many times. Like the third language is much easier than the second. And the
Yes.
fourth is even easier than the third.
Yes.
And like it just keeps
Yes.
there's patterns that your brain picks up on. And
Yes,
it just, there's, yeah.
Yeah, I think when you start with this, with Waldorf school, with education, with other idea of
Yeah.
education, when you understand that you don't go to the school because you need to know, it's because you want to know about the world, because you want to learn something about yourself, everything's changed.
Yeah.
And now you see how you change in this trip.
Yeah.
Now you grew up. Welcome
Yeah.
to the adult game.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Well, I think we are.
think it's good.
I think it's
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, definitely.
So I just want to say thank you.
Thank
you
you.
for coming, and wherever you want. Here you have a lot of houses.
Thank you.
It's my house, my mom's house, and the school, and Evai's house, and everything, and Victoria's love,
Yes.
of course. So thank you for coming,
Thank you for having me.
and welcome to Mexico. Bueno,
Perfect.
muchas gracias.
You can't go on anyone else's trip. You can only go on your own trip until you find out it's all our trip. And when we get home, we all get back with great tales of trips, except we all took the trip together.